We'll see how these two teams play in this game as they prepare for the opening kickoff. Sends it sailing downfield. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The quarterback leads the team out on the field for the first drive. Now he's scrambling. And down he goes at the 32. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. Tackled after a decent run up the gut.
The thing I love about this guy is he can throw the ball, he can run it. Man, that's hard to stop.
Tackled at the 42-yard line. And he carries the ball for a nice gain. Up the middle for a nice gain.
Man, it's always a plus if you're able to pick up the first down with the running game.
And he's tackled right around the 46-yard line. Second and 8. Ball on the 46-yard line. Catches it, and he's looking for more. Knocked out of bounds at the 37.
That's good for a gain of 9 yards. That makes it first and 10.
Complete, brought down, nothing doing. They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does with a 5-wide outlook. Has some daylight. Tackle made right around the 14-yard line. Another carry for this kid, and he'll get the first down.
He's carrying this offense on his back right now, and I think they'll keep giving him the ball until the defense figures out a way to stop him.
And he makes it out to about the 11-yard line. There's a strike complete, and he tackles him hard at the 4-yard line.
Simmons makes the tackle at the 4-yard line. That makes it first and goal.
He's taken down at about the 3-yard line. This is the 13th play of this drive. Pitch out, got the corner. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And he converts the extra point. A 13-play, 76-yard drive, and they get it in for 7. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The quarterback brings his troops out onto the field for the first drive of the game. And they make the stop around the 27-yard line.
That makes it second and 8.
From their own 27-yard line, it's second down. Zips it to the back. He's tackled at the 39-yard line.
You know, the screen pass is used more often than not when the defense is putting pressure on the quarterback. When they feel this is the time that that they can get after the quarterback, whether that's a blitz situation, it's third down and long. They really feel like this is the play we're going to get after the quarterback, and the offense is able to sniff it out and get the screen pass off right over top of the blitz. And then you have either a receiver or running back waiting there to make a big play, and he's got a convoy of linemen in front of him that didn't have to worry about the pressure. Boy, now you talk about a big play for the offense.
From their own 40-yard line, second down. They'll bring him down at the 49.
That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Watch 36 tonight.
And they get nice yardage on that run. From the 46-yard line, first down. They'll go ground. Good outside run there. Collins picks up about 4 yards on the misdirection handoff.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
So an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers. Out of bounds around the 39-yard line.
Let's see if this coaching staff sticks with the short passing game, or if they decide to open it up a bit more.
They need about 3 yards to get the first down here on 3rd down. And he hits him hard at the 43-yard line.
Brad, not only did they give up a sack here, but their quarterback just got hit and hit hard. If I'm an offensive coordinator, or especially an offensive line coach, I'm getting a hold of my offensive line, making sure these guys are on the same page, and they've got to take more pride in taking care of their quarterback than that play right there.
He doesn't want to touch back here. He wants to knock this ball inside the 10. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. And offense is back on the field after running the ball very well on their last drive.
This offensive line really opened up some big gaps for the running back last time.
Quick throw out to the receiver. He gets hit out of bounds at about the 25-yard line.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
Penn State up 7 points. Throws in a hurry. Oh, he had a shot at the pick.
Boy, Brad, this guy drops an interception, and what's ironic about that is going to the meetings the other day is that this guy's been telling the coaches he wants to play some wide receiver. You wonder why you're not playing wide receiver? Because you can't catch the ball as a defensive back.
Fires quick, tipped.
Brad, this corner just made a great play on the football. You wonder if he's starting to maybe get into the mindset of this quarterback, and maybe the quarterback's going to look in the other direction to try to come up with a completion.
Oh, excellent punt.
Yeah, nothing too impressive on that return. I'm curious to see if this offense can move the ball.
You never like to have to play from behind, but a deficit this manageable shouldn't be in the front of their minds. They just need to go out there and play. Tackled after a decent pickup. Collins gets about 4 yards on the play.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
From their own 35-yard line. Second down. Play action. Brought down around the 44-yard line. Runs right for a nice gain.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
So it's second down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. Takes Takes it left side, and he's brought down in the backfield.
Loss of 3 yards on the play. That makes it 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Go. 28.
Now he tries to buy some time. And he's taken down around the 48-yard line. He's going to pick up less than a yard on the quarterback scramble.
4th and 6.
These special teams have done it before, blocking punts. It looks like they're coming after this one. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. So now both teams come trotting back out onto the field. Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts. Throws complete. He's got room to work. He's knocked out of bounds at about the 35.
How about the big fellas up front? This line will have to continue to play like that to build the consistency to help this offense be effective.
Penn State is up by a touchdown. Just throws this one away. Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 35. Pulls it in, first down, and he's knocked out of bounds.
That's a gain of 16 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
Oh, boy, almost intercepted.
Number 6, the intended receiver on the play.
From the 49-yard line. Second down. Takes a handoff, tackled for a loss. This one's going deep to the end zone. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it. He puts it away, and it's a great kick. So this one goes into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Penn State's got a great defensive game plan, and it's working right now.
Well, even from up here, Brad, you can see their defensive speed, and they're just playing with kind of an aggressive attitude. They're going to have to maintain that to slow down this offense.
And while they are behind, they know they can knot things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game plan. Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 24-yard line.
36 to Mike. Go. 68. Go.
Nice run up the middle.
Gain of 6 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
Credit those two defenses in that first quarter, or blame the offenses for a lack of production. Penn State's lead is a touchdown. And we're back for more action here in quarter number 2. And they get him in the backfield for a loss.
That's a loss of 5 yards. That'll bring up 4th and 5.
Certainly they don't have the return on here. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. And he can't hang on to the ball. He just couldn't pull that one in clean.
And, Brad, that's what happens when you take your eyes off the ball. This was an error that should have been avoided.
Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just one or two plays. Penn State is up 7. He fights forward to about the 33. Clifford gains around 3 yards on the option play.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Throws it in a hurry. Screen pass. He's got his halfback. He really got a hold of that one. Oh, what a hit. Nice yardage on the run back. In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hot, set.
He gets rid of this one.
Great job by the defense at getting after that quarterback. And right now, I think they've got him with some happy feet. He appears to be a bit rattled.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line. Boy, was he drilled as he let go of that football.
Yeah, he's going to feel that one tomorrow.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Caught over the middle. And down he goes around the 37-yard line.
That'll bring up 4th and 1.
He makes it out to maybe the 30-yard line. Made a few guys miss on his way to a quality return. Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just one or two plays. Penn State is up a score. And a quick throw. Good open field tackle.
Scott makes the tackle at the 36-yard line. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's out of bounds right around the 38-yard line. Gets to about the 41-yard line.
Call it a gain of 3 yards. 1st down.
And it's caught, and he's brought down quickly.
Number 18 with the tackle at the 45-yard line. That makes it 2nd and 6.
Nice run, and he's brought down. Got a man. Watch out here. Fires quickly, and he's got his man.
35 on the tackle. That's good for a gain of 7 yards. 1st down.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. Quick pass. Tackle around the 36-yard line.
On the tackle at the 36-yard line. That makes it 2nd and 2.
Penn State up 7 points. He's scrambling, and they bring him down for a sack on the play.
That's the third time they've converted on third down on this drive. When you can stay on the field in these kind of situations, you're doing something right.
Makes the catch, and he's got nowhere to go. Here he goes. And he's tackled at the 17-yard line. Quick strike, and he drops it. The wide receiver wasn't able to hang on.
Well, you talk about a solid hit. This guy is a true enforcer.
From the 17-yard line, it's second down. Tackle made around the 17-yard line. Halfback's got it on the quick throw. And they got him for a loss. Taken back a yard.
Pretty good stand there. They weren't fooled at all by the offensive play call.
They'll call on the field goal unit here. Penn State is up by a touchdown. It's up, and it's good. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. And he got all of this one. Great kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Both sides have made their way back out, and we're just about set to get going again. And they make the stop at the 28-yard line.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
It's second down, 7 to go. Ball on their own 28. Nice run there. He gets 4, maybe 5 yards on the counter.
That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Man left, man left. Four down. Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
And he has it on the corner. He's at midfield. He's taken down around the 41-yard line.
Great run by the back there. He could have gone all the way.
From the 41-yard line, first down. Tackled after a decent run up the gut. Collins picks up about 4 yards on the play.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Check, tight right. Pull up there, check that out, it's not there. Four down. Mike, 36.
He's tackled at the 25. From the 25-yard line, first down. And he's tackled after positive yardage. Gain of 6 on the draw play. The Spartans taking their first time out of the half.
Watch 36 to Mike.
Got some open field. Tackled outside after a nice pickup.
They're eating up a lot of field on this drive. I'm really impressed with their ball control.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 12-yard line. Nice run to the outside.
That brings him 2nd and 5.
And this is the 9th play of the current drive.
4 down. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Here's the throw, and I don't think he got anything on that. So we're looking at another 3rd down here. Fires quick out to the receiver, and he can't make the grab.
Well, it's the intended receiver on the play. That'll make it 4th and 2.
And they can make this a one-possession game with this kick right here. Kicks up, and they tack on 3 points. Michigan State lines up for the kickoff. He really got a hold of that kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. Penn State is up 7. And he hits him hard at the 17.
Man, as an offensive lineman, this is the worst thing you want to see. Is your quarterback not only getting sacked, but getting hit like that. Those linemen better pick that quarterback up and start doing a better job of taking care of him.
They find themselves in a hole here after that sack. It's 2nd and long. He throws a dart to the right. The defense got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
From their own 17-yard line. 3rd down. They'll bring him down at the 20-yard line. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run. The Spartans using their 3rd and final timeout. Oh, excellent punt. He makes it out to maybe the 49-yard line. Well, we've played a half of football. Penn State's lead is a touchdown.
Hi, everybody. Glad to have you with us on the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. David Pollock here in the studio as always to lend a little perspective to what just went down in the first 30 minutes. The passing numbers put up in the first half are hardly gaudy, less than 6 yards per pass for these two teams. So you look at it and you want your quarterback to take care of the ball. Turnovers are killers. I get that. A little too conservative in the first half of the quarterback. You want him to be a little bit more aggressive out there?
Well, if you're not, then it's going to make it extremely easy on the defense. And I say that because if you don't push the ball down the field, I don't have to respect the whole field. There's a reason the field's 52-plus yards wide and 100 yards long. I mean, if you make me honor that and you throw it down the field 30 or 40 yards and you make me run all the way down there and cover that area as well, it makes it a lot harder on a defense. Right now, the passes are so short, you're only making me cover 30, 40 yards. It makes it easy on a defense. The pass rush, you get your hands up and try to deflect balls. You know the ball's coming out early. It makes everything extremely simple on a defense when you make passes just dink and dunk, dink and dunk.
Just about ready to start the second half. We're going to watch all the games around the country, including some coaches who like to sample the surface that they're playing on. I'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the cafeteria. You want some turf? Some AstroTurf or anything?
Yeah, if they've got some, I'll chew on that in the second half. Here's the second half for you to chew on with Brad and Kurt.
All right, Reese and David, welcome back, everybody. Just about set to start the second half. He just drills this one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. There's still plenty of time to keep running their offense as usual here. I don't think they need to feel any anxiety about trailing. Brought down after a nice run up the middle. They're about 4 yards away here on second down. Plenty of time in the pocket. Going long. Caught sideline, and he stays in. Now it's 1st and 10 after the big pass play. Here's a screen pass, gets it to the back. He's pushed out of bounds, right around the 26-yard line. Fires it quickly. And he snags that one. The extra point to tie this game up. He splits the uprights with the extra point. They line up to kick this one away. Excellent kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. You don't want to squander any possessions, but maybe now's the right time to dip into your bag of tricks a little. Think about some gadget plays to catch the defense napping. Caught, open field. He's knocked out of bounds at the 47.
First down.
Complete, brought down, nothing doing.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
He's got to throw it in a hurry. Quick throw, incomplete, wanted his receiver. 3rd down now, they need to get it down to the 37. Goes right, picked off. And he's level at the 46-yard line. Good job to pick that ball off.
He did a great job at getting in that passing lane and coming away with the ball.
From their own 46-yard line, it's 1st down. Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
He's at the 40. He gets to about the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 31. They spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers. Finds his man, and they take him down immediately. And he is drilled at the 25-yard line.
Gain of 1 yard. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on 3rd down.
4 down, 4 down. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Bring down.
The cavalry's coming. He's hit and got away, and he just gets rid of it. Michigan State is looking to go up by 3. It has the distance, and it's good.
Yeah, he got some good leg behind it, and he kicked an accurate ball right between the goalposts.
13-10, Michigan State. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The Spartans continue to get it done on the defensive side of the football, Kirk.
Yeah, they've done a good job of building this lead and almost determined here to protect it. Let's see if they can hold on here for the rest of the way.
I'm sure the quarterback would love to make amends for that last pick.
Anytime you give the ball away, it's a disappointment. So these guys want to show that they can hang on to it.
There's a strike complete, and he's down.
Number 18 makes the tackle at the 30-yard line. That brings him 2nd and 5.
Got a receiver, and he dropped it.
Number 6 was the intended receiver.
From their own 30-yard line. 3rd down. Zips it to the back. So the offense fails to pick up a 1st down. And they're coming after this punter. And this one is a beauty. He gets out to about the 35-yard line. The quarterback leads the offense back out onto the field as we get set to resume play. Michigan State holds a field goal lead. Moves up, and the defense has got him. It looks like the defensive end that got in there.
Yes, it was. He did a wonderful job of fighting off blocks to bring the quarterback down.
So it'll be 2nd and 14 after the setback.
4 down, 4 down. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Go.
Dangerous throw, and this one's picked off. From the 35-yard line. 1st down.
2 down, 2 down. Mike 35. Mike 35.
Short over the middle. And they get him in the backfield for a loss. A 1-yard loss.
They really just didn't have any room to work on that play. The defense just suffocated them.
Setting up blockers, or running backs got it on the screen. Tackle made at the 32. He's under pressure. Quick throw, almost intercepted. So it's 4th down. They'll call on the field goal unit here for this long field goal attempt. Penn State is looking to tie things up. The kick is up, and he nails the long field goal. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Their last drive ended with an interception. We're about to find out what the defense can do this time.
So much in football is about how you respond to adversity. Moving forward after a turnover is a perfect example of that.
Takes it right, and he can't get back to the line.
Well, you can really mess with an offense's game plan if you can take away their ability to run.
It's 2nd and 13. Ball on the 22. Makes the catch, and the defense is all over him. They bring him down for a loss. Loss of a yard.
Really, they just had nowhere to go after the catch.
That brings up 3rd and 14.
From their own 21-yard line. It's 3rd down. He's going to go for the home run. It's complete. He's taken down at about the 21. So the big gain resulting from the pass play leaves us with a 1st and 10. Now he's scrambling. And they got him.
Man, these guys can be aggressive. When you stand back there and take hits like that, you definitely are going to feel it the next day.
Looking to dig themselves out of a little hole here after the sack. It's 2nd and 14. Catches it, and that's all.
Well-designed route and a confidently thrown football by the quarterback. You need those things to make any offense work.
And he can't get away from the pressure.
Loss of 8 yards on the play. That makes it 4th and long.
After the sack, it's now 4th and long. Michigan State could take the lead with this field goal. The kick is up. It's got the distance. And he splits the uprights. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He'll return it from the 1. He's tackled at the 28-yard line. This deficit can be easily overcome, sure. But they have to be thinking if they don't get something going on this series, the burden is going to be felt by their defense. He has some room. Brought down at the 41.
That's a gain of 13 on the way. 1st down.
And he's tackled at the 41-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Just throws this one away.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was still enough to force a bad pass. If you can get in there and disrupt the pocket, then the quarterback is going to have a tougher time getting the ball to his playmakers.
sails it long. This one will fall incomplete. He punts it away, and it's a great kick. And down he goes at the 18. Both squads are digging in now. Let's see what happens on this next drive. Michigan State has a 3-point lead. Tries to get around the corner. He's to the 40, and he's taken down at about the 45. First and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. They'll bring him down at the 37. Tosses out to the tailback on the screen, and he tackles him hard at the 37-yard line. That play was going nowhere.
Yeah, give a lot of credit to the defense here, recognizing pass and swarming to the receiver.
Second and 11 coming up now. Ball on the 37.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
And they make the stop at the 23-yard line. And this looks like it could come down to the very end. 16-13, Spartans. Welcome back to the action. Fourth quarter. This one will decide it. Tight ball game through 3. Michigan State is up a field goal. Hand off, and he's met immediately.
That's a loss of 3 yards on the play. That brings up second and 13.
Second and 13. Ball on the 26. Big opening. He's tackled at the 16.
That makes it 3rd and 3.
Hayward gets a call, and down he goes right around the 16-yard line.
No gain on the play. That'll make it 4th and 2.
It's 4th down. They'll call on the field goal unit here. Kicks up, and he's got it. They line up to kick this one away. He sends this one deep. He's to the 20. Makes it to the 22-yard line. You know this is a real crucial time in the game. It could still go either way. Brown runs a counter. Gets out to around the 32.
That's good for a gain of 10 yards. That'll make it 2nd and inches.
Tackle right around the 42-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards. 1st down.
Got it, but he's going to lose yards here.
second and 10.
Over the middle to his tailback. He gets hit out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Throws complete. He's got space to work. And he's shoved out of bounds right around the 38-yard line.
First down.
He's at the 30. He's at the 20. And he's taken down at the 13.
That makes it first and 10.
From the 13-yard line. First down. Now he tries to buy some time. Big play, and it's first and goal.
That makes it first and goal.
Touchdown, and we're all tied up.
That was a very good all-around effort. The running, the blocking, the entire package. A well-deserved score.
The kicker on the field. He'll try to put his team up by a point. And he tacks on the extra point. Looks like they're ready for the kick. Sends it sailing downfield. And they can forget about returning this one.
Boy, this has been a fun game to watch, going back and forth and back and forth. It's almost like watching a tennis match here. Whoever has the ball last, my guess, will be the team that wins it.
This is a pretty crucial series right here. With things being so tight, your best players have to step it up on both sides of the ball. He makes it to the 28-yard line. It's second down, 7 to go. Ball on their own 28. They go to the back, and he's hit immediately in the backfield.
Loss of 3 on the play. That brings us third and 10.
Tackle made at the 36. It's first and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line. He makes it out to maybe the 36-yard line.
That makes it second and 10.
Dumps it out left to the running back. He's taken down at the 39.
Gain of 3 yards. That makes it third and 7.
They'll line it up again on third down.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
He steps out around the 43-yard line.
Call it a gain of 4 yards. Fourth down.
And he's tackled at the 24.
Return for a gain of 9 yards.
So their last drive resulted in 6 points. Do you think we'll see the same result on this one?
They ran the ball extremely well on their last drive, and until this defense figures out how to stop it, I think they'll have no problem moving the ball down the field.
Penn State up a point. There he goes. He gets it out to about the 47-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
He's going to try and scramble. And he's going to be sacked for a loss. So it'll be 2nd and 14 after the setback. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. Here's the throw, and I don't think he got anything on that. The quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers. Quick throw out to the receiver. Brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, they get all those yards, but come up just shy of the first.
Good play call, almost perfect execution, except for the fact that they're not going to get the first down.
He really got a hold of that one. This punt bounces into the end zone, and this will be a touchback. The Spartans battled all game long, but it's not looking so good right now.
Well, but remember, they're still within striking distance here. If they can put together a drive, they got a shot to win this game.
Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped, we're 1 play away from a very different ball game. Less than 2 minutes in the 4th quarter. He's got it with room to run. And he's tackled at the 30-yard line. Going deep, lays it out there. Caught sideline, and he stays in. Now it's 1st and 10 after the big pass play. And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Man left, man left. Four down. Mike 36. Mike 36.
And he makes it out to about the 8-yard line. Collins gets around 3 on the halfback draw.
The sophomore just stuck it to the ball carrier right there. That's a very good tackle.
To the end zone. Touchdown. And now they're winning this ball game.
Got to be careful to avoid these. Penalties are a great way to stall out a drive.
They'll go for 2 in this situation. Just over a minute in the 4th quarter. Got a man. Watch out here. They don't get it. Michigan State gets set to kick this one away. He just drills this one. He's to the 20, and he's tackled at the 24-yard line. Penn State's been unable to really show that they're the team to beat here, but it looks like they're going to get another chance at it.
Well, it's now or never. This team has put themselves in a position where they have to hope for some heroics late. It's because they played sloppy most of the game. They're very fortunate they still have a chance to be able to win this game.
He's taken down at the 32-yard line.
You can tell he's got a lot of faith in his wide receivers. Even when he's a little bit off target, they can pull it in and make something happen.
Dumps it complete over the middle. Brought down in the open field. The Nittany Lions are going to call their second timeout. From their own 37-yard line. It's first down. Now he's scrambling. Tackle at the 46-yard line. The spike will stop the clock. Let's it go.
And I don't know if this quarterback misread the defense or just made a poor decision, but that wasn't a pass he should have thrown.
It's fourth down, and the offense is getting set to go for it. Under a minute left in the game. He fights forward to about the 49. The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation. Quick strike to the back. No good. From their own 49-yard line. It's second down. Fires out to his wideout. They get 3 yards on the play.
Very good job of coverage on the play. The freshman receiver made a nice play, but there was no room for him to run after the catch.
He's going to try and scramble. He lost the ball, and the offense will recover.
And they're lucky to retain possession of the ball there.
Well, they're looking for another fourth down conversion. They've already gotten one this drive. And it all comes down to this. One last chance to throw one up and see if somebody can bring it down and win the game. So a big, big stop on fourth down here late in the fourth quarter. And this one comes to an end. Our final count in this game, Michigan State 25, Penn State 20. As we finish up the broadcast, what do you have to say about how this game turned out, Kirk?
Nothing adds to the pageantry of college football more than a good rivalry. This was a great game that should only add more fuel to the fire for next year's matchup. And boy, was it fun to watch.
That's it for this presentation of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler saying thanks, and we'll see you soon.